Hello everyone. Welcome back. These are my plan with me's. My name is Katie. I don't often say that, but there are a plethora, a lot of new faces here. I want to thank you for finding me. I am doing weekly plan with me's in my Sterling ink that I have been doing in here since April. Well, I was sharing them as work plan with me as I was using this as a work planner to start off with. In July, I moved into this full time. I hate these tabs. They were cheap. They came with a previous kit thing. I was just starting out getting into covers and things. I'm going to be very happy when I move out of this. This was the undated, so I had to put stickers on all of this. It is proper chunky, and I was using some dailies back here. Now I pretty much use them as just like my reflections. I use the Moxie Life system to kind of reflect and think about what I want to do this next week. So that's a bit about me. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. And you've only gotten a taste of, like, some of the new people here have only gotten a taste of this planner. Yes, I put a different cover on here. I found someone was selling I don't know if you've, and a few, probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I mentioned I would love to get a wine cover, and someone was selling this for kind of cheap on eBay. I get almost all my covers used, almost all of them. I'm trying to think. I think this one has just been, well, I might have gotten, this might have been the only one new, and then I went and destroyed it with a pin. But I like to put little pins on the black ones, I guess. But these ones, because it's definitely that beautiful veg tan. Yeah, it's really gorgeous. This one needs a little bit more breaking in. I think it just is pretty new. And I have been squeezing it a little bit and stuff, and it is starting to soften up. So I'm going to be going over this one at the end. I'm going to decorate this one first, and I do kind of like to have them coordinate. So I'll be using these stickers, and I'm doing a sticker replenishment is what I'm calling it, that will come out after this, but I just recorded it. And I shared, these are from Love Charmaine. Just gorgeous kind of holiday stickers. This is a lot of stickers. This is Holiday Cottage 1 and 3. I guess there was a 2 I didn't get. And I'll just be putting some of these on, and then trying to use, I would love to use these little stars here, this little garland of stars in my weeks. So that's kind of how I plan to, like, decorate moving forward, is having both, because this is pretty easy to set up now, as you saw in my video just talking about my health planner. And I also got this, which was from Love Charmaine as well. I just opened this, and yes, so these are all from the same, and they are linked below, but I had to use this beautiful little, like, little cityscapes village kind of thing with snow coming down. I thought they were really super sweet. Let's see if I can actually start it off though. Okay, I see snow on some of these. Do they not all have snow? It's a little rough start getting this going here. Okay. So I see glitter on the outside. Does it not go all the way? Okay, that's really interesting. It just stops. Huh. Well, I still love, let's see. Oh, no, it starts up again. Okay, it's just me. It's just me. So there's some with snow and some without. It's still super cute. Super cute. But I think I will, like, chop this here and see if I can, like, use it in some places. I wonder if that's on purpose. I would guess that that's on purpose. But, so I might try to use this little, I try to use up as much as I can. I'll use this, like, smaller one in my weeks. And then maybe we'll just have like, let's see, is there enough that, let's see. So usually I go, oh, it might just start snowing again here. Let's see. Okay, I'm being bold and seeing how far. I think there's just like a little problem here. Yeah, because I see a little bit of gapping. And yes, I will have to wrap this all back up. And now it's kind of, yeah, I think it's just a quirk of what happened. And I might just let her know so she doesn't get like a bunch of complaints or anything. But I mean, I would like to use like the snow parts though. So I think I will use, let's see, is there enough to go across? I do like it when it goes across. So let's go to, we're working with what we have. I would not return this, but I could see some people being a little upset about it. And stuff like this happens, you know, with machinery, and you can't tell what's on the inside. Like unless she unraveled like all of them, it would be very hard. So we're just going to do that, and we're just going to say there's a little rain shadow right there where there's just no, here, I'll use my where's my ruler at? I need my ruler. This is flipped around, that's why. Anyway, I hope everyone's having an interesting or good week. I had a very interesting week that I will get into, and I'm just going to roll this back up here. I had since last week, I had been talking about dealing with my GI doctor and moving on from their care. And they had ordered a couple imaging things for me. So I wasn't sure when those were going to come, but they contacted me. And I actually got one of them done yesterday. So that's 1 out of 2. And that's really sweet. Okay, let's look at the very positive. Like, I love this. I love like a little town down here. I'm going to erase. I do use erasable pen. If you're new here, I love using erasable pen. So I got my CT done with contrast. So you have to like drink a bunch of fortunately now it's just a sugary drink. It was so funny because the bottle itself looks like you could buy it at like a convenience store or grocery store, but it says like for imaging, but they tried to, you know, have it not feel so medical. I have to say, psychologically, it really helped to go, okay, it just tastes like a flat Sprite or something. And, excuse me. And you have to like drink 3 of them within the hour. They're like 16 or 12 ounce. They were pretty hefty. So you have to just like sip them slowly. You can't chug them. And some of you may have done this already. This was my first time. And they're trying to see if there's anything else along my digestive tract because I'm having trouble absorbing iron. And I know that can be a warning sign for some things, but I'm hoping it's not those things. So we're going to try to see. So then you get like an injection of iodine, which was really interesting. It's like just for a moment, just to get the image, and it really, like, it warms you. It's really an interesting feeling, and then it just dissipates, right? So that was nice to have done. So I got that done here. I had to move my therapy to tomorrow, so that'll be interesting. And So I have my MRI scheduled for next Tuesday. Now, MRIs I don't do so well with. I did get one done. I had the like pancake type one where it's circular, like huge. And you're like in between the two circles because I told them I'm claustrophobic. Yeah, I had to stop halfway through and say, I need out of this. I need to like get out of here. So they did. The lady was annoyed, but oh well. And got through that. That's when I was having some back problems and they really couldn't find anything, but it was my rib was out. And I don't know why they just couldn't diagnose that. I left that whole system altogether. So I don't know what was going on there. Like, I do understand general doctors are trying to like diagnose so many things. And like during the live that we talked about, they're so inundated right now and short-staffed. Like, I also understand that. Yeah, this MRI, I actually can go in feet first. I still have to be in there, but it's the tube one, which the pancake one is like, the top of it is like 8 inches from your face. Like, and I'm not cool with that. I can do like maybe 12 inches and I can kind of like tip my head back and see out. So the one on Tuesday here will be interesting. The lady that I talked to will be doing that on Tuesday. I'm just going to the same imaging center. They said, oh, you could do both. And I'm like, no, let's just see how my body reacts to one set of meds. And then let's see how it reacts to this one. And hopefully then we know, like, because it's possible you can be allergic. Like iodine is made from shellfish. You could be allergic to it. I knew I wasn't. But I also wanted to kind of dip in and out and just kind of give my body some relaxation over the weekend, just chill out a little bit and then gear back up for this one. And knowing that I'm just getting this one done and not two is helping. My husband did say, can I come with you? Well, he just said, let me come with you to the one on Friday there. And it helped so much. He was able to sit next to me while I was drinking. We were kind of chuckling and laughing about things. We saw people coming and going. And so we were kind of people watching a little. And a lot of other people were just doing more quick things. So, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot during the holidays. It kind of, I told him, is putting a little damper on things because I'm like, I want to kind of be in the moment with it. And I'm coming home. I'm just like, I am tired. I'm very tired from, going through all this stuff. So, I'm trying to think. I did get stamps and I did get cards. So I did do that. And so I can actually start on my cards. So I'm like, oh, and I did get my December spreadsheet done. We did go out for coffee together. So we did take this morning here and we had a return. And I said, you know what? Starbucks, which I know some people are boycotting right now. We're just getting the one time here. They were having a 2-for-1 or something. And so we rarely get to kind of go out and do that. So we did the return together and then we went to Target for to pick up the cards and some meds. And then we did a Starbucks quick run there. And yeah, it was just nice and this is a different SB there. So it was just nice to kind of go out once. I mean, really, it was our one-time thing for the holidays here. And then we had a return. Just take this back here. Oh, and I mailed. It was a mail that I had to put out in the mail. There was a mail that I had to put out in the mail. There was something I had to get out in the mail. So, and then we did the soup that night. We did a Toscana that I do dairy free, which was awesome. And then, what did we have last night? Leftovers? Oh, I had some like, yeah, it was kind of like a fend night where we were having leftovers. I just made some frozen falafels. And tonight we are having chicken on top of a salad. And then we're doing pizzas tomorrow. Handmade pizzas. So that kind of finishes that up. And we did these. I just have one more little thing there. Trying to let that dry for a moment. Let's pull a card. So I know a lot of you are new here. This may not be for you, but I pull it's a tarot card each week. And so last week I pulled the moon. And what it does for me is it helps me kind of focus on things that help me solve problems. Like the visual itself, to me, brings me a lot of clarity on just like rethinking about, like, so say I'm ruminating about, oh my goodness, I have to do this one task and it's just so hard and it has emotional baggage with it. And I'm just dreading it. It could be my MRI, right? So I'm thinking about my MRI and I'm thinking, well, I don't know how I should approach this. I don't know. And so now I'm going to pick a card and I'm going to see. Well, you can interpret any card in this deck towards whatever goal you have or whatever problem you're trying to think of. Every single one of these cards will have a like kind of way to look at a one problem in a different way, right? And whatever kind of visually kind of comes up for you, it can be supportive. And so that's how I use them. So for temperance here, and sometimes there's a lot of coincidences. I recognize that. I don't feel like they're telling the future. I just feel like they're supportive for me throughout the rest of the week. So, and this is the Future Ancestor Tarot. I love this one. Absolutely love it. Temperance. Let's see. Why am I not finding it? There it is. Seek moderation. Extremes lead to imbalance and exhaustion. So I kind of feel like I did that with scheduling my scans separately, but I also want to go into this thinking about, I don't want to overload right before that. I don't want to overload right after that, to kind of feel this kind of evenness, because this will be kind of a big week. I then have to go on Thursday, drive downtown, and here in Seattle, it's a big city. So it takes a while to get down there. There can be a lot of traffic, especially first thing in the morning. So I know these 2 days are going to be pretty intense. But I want to look at this week as like, how else can I even this out? Now, I kind of knew that going in, but this is just supporting me and just knowing that. And so I write it up here to kind of just have this like big reminder. And then I also take this card and set it up where I can see it all the time. So I'm going to write temperance. And sometimes I don't always write a definition right under, but I think I really need to, because I think there's going to be more asks of me this next week. Not big ones. But I think, let's see, seek moderation. Extremes lead to imbalance and exhaustion. Now, I also have dyslexia, so sometimes my letters get a little Out of order. Anyway, I think this is beautiful. I also see how I'm really thankful that the parent that I do carpooling with is actually going to be helping here, and that I need to do the carpooling here because it's on my way to the MRI. It's the same thing we did on Friday. My husband and I would just both go and then pick up both the kids. We had a very full car on the way there. But it feels like there's this possibility of flowing, and that I'm not going to stack up too much in this afternoon because my body is just going to be like on overload at that point and recovering from just all the stress of that morning. If I had to say, like, would I rather get a colonoscopy or an MRI? That would be hard. I think other people might have a preference. They'd be like, well, I don't want to go through like days of prep, and because my colonoscopy is next week. It's right here. So I think this will be easier because, I mean, there's just a little fasting in the morning, which I normally do anyway. It's not a big deal. But it's just going to be super stressful for an hour. What helped was talking about it with the nurse on Friday, knowing that she's the one, and then giving voice to like, hey, I am very anxious about this. We can't do sedation, and I don't really want it either. I know that's an option, but she said actually it would be very hard for them to get the imaging they need because I need to hold my breath for certain things, and being sedated could be kind of hard to like accept those directions. So I have to remind myself it's like 45 minutes to an hour. Probably it's going to take a total of an hour because I'm going to ask specifically to step out of the machine halfway through. I'm just going to kind of like plan on that because I know how I'm not great in there. I also, I'm not going to get into it too much, but there is trauma in my past that definitely like incapacitation for a length of time makes me very, very anxious. So if I'm being put out for surgery, it's more okay. But if I'm having like dental work where I'm awake during all of it, I have more problems with it, which is why I'm saying like the MRI for me is probably worse. I would rather put up with some prep for a day and then just be zonked out during procedures. That's my preference. So anyway, health things. That's what I talk about here is health things. And I have to talk about those sometimes. So I am going to put my son's schedule on here so we can see how that overlaps with things. I would not put two and two together if I didn't see these overlaps in events. I have to see them mapped out vertically like this, especially vertically. I don't think a horizontal planner helps me. And so I need to see like when these times are. And then he's going to be done with school for 2 weeks on Friday, which I'm looking forward to. The following week, we have the 2 colonoscopies, one for me, one for my husband. Yes, we planned it that way. We're getting a bunch of stuff in before January. Mine for my GI issues because of Crohn's. And his is just preventative. It's just, you just reach that age and it's time. So, this will be my second colonoscopy, but they also want to do an endoscopy and see what's going on for my iron stuff. Because I thought after my hysterectomy this summer, without having periods, like heavy periods all the time, that my iron would go up, but it has not. So, I was just looking at this. What is this? To me, it looks like a giant pie or pizza, like not a pizza, like a peanut butter cup straight down, to me that looks like chocolate. I'm just like, yeah, big piece of chocolate, sure. I don't think that's what it is though. Let's see. I would like to use some of these lights. I think these lights are really cute. Again, I think I'll use the stars in this one. But I like these other lights here. I'm wondering if I can kind of connect them a little bit. To kind of have them draped across. I like this. I generally don't have anything on the weekends here. Let's see. Can this one drape over? If I have them draped separately. Oh, you know what I could do? Let's see. Let's drape this one here like that, and then I could put a stocking or bells. I have 2 bells. Okay. This one's smaller. Let's see about hanging these bells here. Where are my tweezers? Excuse me. Hang these right around here. I like that. And what else? What else? A candle would be nice. I'm trying to think. Can I put a big one down here? And which big one do I want? Oh, this is kind of like a smaller... I like this one. I think I might save those like big trees till next year. Because that's the other thing, is I do get these like once a year. There we go. And this is like a baby tree down there. If you can see, it's like a little chest of drawers and a baby tree down there. And a little bowl of oranges. It's really sweet. Let's see. I do kind of like this, but there's not much red in here. So this is where the creativity comes out, right? Like, there's all the planning stuff of, okay, how do I work out the logistics? How do I think about the hard things that are to come? And then you get a moment of just putting somebody's beautiful art down in your planner to enjoy for... It's getting a little busy, isn't it? I'm thinking like here, because again, I don't have a whole lot on the weekend. And I want to put something else down here. I think I want to put like, let's see if this will work. Well, that's a little too much greenery. Let's see. Like a little house. Or did I want to put the house in here? I might put the house in there. I think I want to put like this frame with some music in it. Like there. And then I'm thinking like the candle next to it. Like that. And then there's some white berries here, some white flowers. I'm thinking about just something up here. These are very almost tropical. Let's see. I think like the white berries would be nice up here. And a little jingle bell. Like right here. Like these jingle bells are kind of rolling across here. Put them together. Almost done here. And then there's just a bunch of these circles. They look like little bubbles, but I think I want to put like just a few little circles kind of faded. It kind of gives that illusion of kind of magic. And these are like almost like little, they look like little coffee rings here, little ink blots. I'm just experimenting, just having fun with this. Again, it is very much like disconnecting from what you're thinking about, what you're worried about, and just kind of, yeah, maybe one more little dot. Well, there's an even tinier dot there. I think I'll do, that looks like a floating ball. Let's try that a little. Like I'd rather have it kind of up there. There we go. I like that. I like that. So there'll be plenty to use next year and in this book. So let's save that. I need, so I did wash these in my live, and so they're mostly clean. What color do I want? I don't think I want any of those colors. I want, let's see what I have in my drawer here. Dot markers. There's browns. I think a brown. I keep coming back to that brown. I know I use it a lot, but it's from this set, and this brown I think just works for fall, and it's working with this with like the bells. And we're gonna start here, give a little space at the top. And do I want to space out my dots? No, I think most of them are one word, so it'd be a little weird to have them spaced out. And I usually fill them with a lot of things here. Oh, let me stop there. Caught myself. I want to put my tracker down here. So I think I can see through here that I think I want to put it up 1 because I put this dot here. Or up 2. Maybe I'll go 2. So I'll do Sunday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. And then we put steps, which are these little, okay, I'm not doing so well. These are supposed to be footsteps. Maybe a little heel and a little, no, I didn't save it. Those are supposed to be footsteps. And in my mind, they are. They just look like 4 dots, but for me it works. And then Z's for sleep. What's next? Water. Water. And then my pills, I'm taking different amounts, so I just need to track that. So that'll give some room from that little dot there. And it kind of keeps my list a little shorter. Yeah, that looks good. And then I'll use, we have Ridwell we need to get out. I'm going to put it here. Oh no, it's actually, that's for recycling. Ridwell is here. And then we have a check-in around here. I'm going to be a little overwhelmed right here. So that's something I want to keep track of. So then Ridwell is up here. I'll put that there. Put recycling here. And then our little grocery slash milk run is there. So we use a, in town here, it's called Smith Brothers. They bring milk primarily, but now they're bringing a whole lot of other things. And with chronic illness and stuff, we usually, it's very thankful that we have like a Friday where we're getting fresh things. So Ridwell is here. And then they're accepting toiletries this week, which I have some since I don't have my period anymore. I had a bunch of unused feminine products, and so I'm just so happy to kind of pass those on. Ridwell comes here, so I write it up here as checked off when they come, and I put the bags away in here as I'm prepping for it, and the same with recycling here. This is getting it out, and this is putting the cans back in after they have come. And then checking the Smith Brother order there and then them bringing it here. So, and then carpooling is here, here, and then, sorry, the other parent comes here and here, and then carpool there. And then we do pick up. Now she was really nice. Sometimes she like tries to help pick up a day or two, but she has to work much further away, so it's very hard for her. Like she'll to like get both her kids to school at 2 different schools and then get to work, which is quite a ways away. So it's really beneficial for us because it really helps motivate my son get out the door. He gets to see his friend every morning because they don't have any classes together. So this is like their time in the car is just like, it's so fun to hear them chat together. And yeah, and we're going that way anyway. So it's like, because my son, it would be way too much sensory wise for him to be on a school bus. So yeah, it to me, even though we're doing more of the runs, it still seems very beneficial to just have a few mornings off and to have maybe like us fill in for each other every once in a while. So it's really good that way. Sometimes I put some things here, but that kind of depends on what I have back here for my actions. Let's see. So this was, they're all the wrong dates back here now. So they are, okay. So this was this week's actions and I did not write out anything yet. So you can kind of see me set it up. This is based on the Moxie Life system and it just really helped. I had been using their planners for a while and it was really awesome to just be like, to know that system so well and then just go to another planner. It's one thing I've been seeing here's just a little talk time. I've been seeing some videos about like changing systems. And yes, I do think many planners have their own systems built in. I also think there's a lot of awesome planners out there right now, especially this last year with very plain layouts. And especially like Sterling Ink. Papertess has like their B6 is really interesting to me. That's what I'm kind of playing around with. And but there's also something very strong about the systems that live within us. Like I tend to love this vertical system. And so this is kind of ingrained in me. And I am taking this system that I use, which is to-dos down here and hourly up here and having dots for very important things and showing like this is a system, but it's with me. And if I changed planners, I mean, most likely I would be looking for a vertical, but that system is coming with me. And I think it's very hard for us to up and change complete systems. Sometimes we crave it. Sometimes we look at this and we're like, this is not working for me. I took this system when I was in Inkwell Press is when I started with verticals. No, actually before that, I think it was just like I don't know if it was a Franklin Covey. I don't remember. It was some kind of vertical planner I used in 2005. So good 15 years ago. Because it had kind of, I remember looking at it this last year. I found it in storage and found that it chronicled my last like week or two of working a certain job. And I saw like the hours that I wrote in that vertical. And then I went to a horizontal for a little bit. And it's funny to come back to it because I need to visualize how things overlap. Like I need to see this so bad. Because I don't realize, I can't picture them overlapping otherwise. And so that system has been kind of ingrained in me for a long time, and I just seek out the planner I can do that in. And there's also times when you're like, I need a new system. I need to be challenged. Not challenged, but I need to mix it up. It's like pulling a card. It's like going, you know what? I'm ruminating on how this isn't working for me. I am thinking this could be better. I'm missing things like appointments or understanding or overlaps, or like there's just things falling through the cracks. Where like the B6 from B-Test from Papertess has, you know, the month and then the weeks, and then each of those weeks has individual, you can do a daily in there. I'm coming up with a whole new system because I knew practicing dailies in here helped so much, going, I don't need a daily. I don't need a daily, but I do need some kind of additional space to do something in. And so that's what I'm playing around with. So I am trying to come up with a new system, but it's still a system within me that's being guided by a system that kind of exists in a planner. So it depends, you know, how reliant you are on other systems that, like, if you love, for example, Erin Condren or Moxie Life or something, that their system just helps guide you through everything, then that's awesome. You know, you should use that because it works for you. And it doesn't matter if you come up with it or someone else comes up with it. I think that it can be very helpful to just have those guide rails, to have those guidelines, those guide rails of just like, it's like when you go bowling and they have those little guide rails in the bumper area, those little bumpers on the sides. And so you can't have your ball end up in the gutter. That's how I kind of view it. And I think, you know, using it that way should be kind of celebrated. And there, again, there's nothing like wrong with it. I'm moving the tape because I see the the shadows up here. Yeah, that's just what I think anyway. So let's look. I think I'm going to do my reflections later because it really does help. I can set it up though. I can show you how I just set it up. So I go 2 down and I just have wins. Again, this is Moxie Life, and then I count 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I did 7. 5, 6, 7. Now here, my eyes, I've noticed more and more that my eyes, when I'm counting that way in squares, my eyes are jumping back and forth. There's something kind of wonky where I easily lose count. So especially if I'm kind of like going that fast, I'm like, I lost count at like 3. So 1, 2, 3. See, my eyes just 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know if because my eyes are a little older now. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's around that 3 mark. Does anyone else have that? It's just a tracking kind of like, I know I have auditory processing issues, and so I'm just wondering if it's just a movement. I do get car sick very easily, motion sick very easily. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I don't think I'm getting A, D. Let's see if I can spell. I don't think I'm getting motion sick from my pen moving. Maybe. I don't know. And so these are the Moxie Life ones. And then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I also add in just any kind of feelings I'm having for the day. And these can include sensory feelings. Maybe I'm feeling sick, so I can say I'm feeling really warm, or my body aches, or I have stuff like that. It's not so much like a health planner, but I also want to combine that with like feeling stressed and feeling emotions on top of that. So I'll just write those there. So let's just get my actions in and then do a quick thing in my health planner. So let's see, my therapy, we had to move, so we haven't done that yet. I just got a haircut last week, and it's really fun. It's fun too. It's still very long, but it's nice to kind of have that kind of refreshed feeling. Yeah. Tons more lotions right now because it's kind of dry. I did do one draft. I think I want to do one more, and I think we're going to do some more holiday things here after I'm done filming. So we got these dates canceled, so we're just canceling my son's therapy when he's off school because we have both the colonoscopy and then it's the day after Christmas, and I'm like, no, we're not doing therapy either one of those days. We did go and get coffee, which was fun. I did get support Tuesday. Wait. What now? What happened? Oh, I was supportive. Yeah. So my husband got, excuse me, his surgical implant in, and that I was a support on Tuesday. See, we were just trading off. So yeah, he was really groggy coming out of that, and then he helped me on Friday. We didn't even put that in here. Because I didn't know. So like CT, and I'm going to put support on that. So he helped me through that. I did not do the podcast. I cannot, with everything going on, it's been very hard. I almost tried to do it. But we are moving that forward. I'm trying to think. I might have a little time tomorrow. I might just start recording them on the weekends. Because when it comes to, I have a quieter time on Mondays, and I should, like, that would be more ideal. But like you get into Tuesday where you start running a bunch of errands, and then it's really hard to fit in. I shared my health planner video. I'm doing my plan with me right now. I'm going to change this Shopify because I need the bottom part first before I can do that. To the stickers video I just filmed that you sticks. Again, it's dyslexia. Just my brain's too fast sometimes. So stickers video is recorded. I just need to put it out. And so a quick reminder here. This is recorded because I'm having my therapy at 1:00 tomorrow. But next week I'm going to be doing another live of all of this. Just a reminder. I loved the live last time. Those will just be the 2 lives I do this month. And then we'll go into the holidays and everything will be pre-recorded. But, yeah, I'll put another, link in this description below here so that if you want to add it to your calendar. I know it just helps sometimes if you're in different time zones going, okay, when is that? And I can like put it in the community tab, which I will, and I'll put the link there too. You can just save the time there, but it really helps. And then the day before I'll put one of those little like going live tomorrow, notify me if you want. It was fun last time. I have to say a couple people showed up. To me, it's not about having tons of people there. It's just having a few people there to kind of talk to was really awesome. So definitely had more water, focusing on fiber this week. Meds I have been taking and have increased. Rest and sleep has not gone well. I will just say that. It has not gone well. It was hard to fall asleep at night because my brain was just going like crazy. Just a lot of stuff coming up. And I know, so usually when I get my 8-week infusions, that's when I get Starbucks. Again, it's like every 8 weeks. We don't really go. I I should go somewhere else, but sometimes I just like that consistency of knowing exactly what I'm going to get. I think I should. I should probably go to a local place next time. I'll make a plan for that. But since we're having so many things here in December health-wise, I told my husband, like, on Friday, I said, I do not want to celebrate with Starbucks. I've had enough. And I don't want to celebrate with food either. Like, it might be something I make at home. Like, I was like, oh, I haven't had popcorn for a while. And so I did. I kind of celebrated the last night with that. But I'm like, I need a different way to celebrate right now. Because every 8 weeks or once a month is fine. I think it's also holiday food. It's just like, I don't need to get sick over this. So like having fun with some stickers or watching, just having some time to just watch some of the planning videos, or just having like we don't have a fireplace. We used to have fireplaces in our old places that we lived, and that's the one thing I miss in this house is like, it would be so nice to have that. So we do put like a crackling fire on the screen sometimes, and it like psychologically helps. But yeah. So I did get through the bills and balanced and the December spreadsheet. I was behind on that. There is a donation that I want to make. And I still have a bunch of donations in my car, and we still haven't done the kitchen. It's okay. I know the donation places are going to get busier and busier. So if I want to do donations, it's going to be like this week, or it's going to be really hard. There's going to be lines close to the end because people are trying to donate for their taxes before the end of the year. So it's kind of like, do it now or just wait until January, which that's a possibility too. So let me put my actions down here. So let's see, we did 1, 2, 3, 4 over, and that's the 5th one. 5. Oh, but we did 2 down. Okay. I felt like something was off. Okay. Write these down, and then we can move over. I think I'm just going to put lotions instead of like skin specifically. It's a lotion-y time of year. I do want to do some more Magic the Gathering. I'm a nerd. That's what these are. I didn't describe them. So Magic the Gathering, much like Dungeons and Dragons, it's similar, but it's mainly a card game that is my husband and I have been playing over 20 years. And they have a digital version, and that is my gaming fun that I have. I don't really spend any money on it. Because I play it, if you play it daily, you get enough perks to just not have to spend money on it. So, but they want that engagement so that other people are there to play with other people, because you always have to have a live opponent. I love it. I love it. It can be more intense. I've heard it described as more complicated than chess, and I believe it, because there's at least 4 to almost 6 times a year, there's 250 cards that come out. And much like Pokemon, it's like, all these stats of what these cards can do and how they interact, and you don't have to know them all. So it's some memory, but it's also some like you have those reminders. You can read the card right before you play it too. But it's really fun to dip in and out of. And I'm going to keep putting holiday movies, because now is the time we really want to start watching most of them. I don't really think I've gone through too many yet. I've been playing the music. Definitely. My family will say, you're playing the music. Oh, if there's any more lights, I don't think we're going to put any more lights in the house. We're keeping a little subdued this year. And it's nice. it's nice. Last year we put a bunch indoors and a bunch outdoors, and that felt good. And then this year we're just not, and it feels good that we won't have as much to put away. Let's see. So my son will have his last therapy for the year here. And then we had that. Oh, I can put, I think I'll put it down here. So I was the support here. Purple. So this is personal, fun. So yellow is personal, orange is fun. Purple is relationships. Red is work. Blue is health. Green is finance. Gray is environment. And then the one I don't put on very often is spirituality is teal. And my spirituality is basically pulling a card. That's that, in kind of recognizing when the full moons are and noticing like what can I release at this time, just thoughts, and what can I like plant a seed of a new thought. That's as far as I go with all of this. Let's see. So we aren't going to get coffee because I've had enough coffee, but maybe there's something else. I know next week when we have our colonoscopies, I talked with my husband. I said we each get a really awesome meal afterwards, because when you haven't eaten for a couple days, you're just going to be really hungry. And so that'll be for next week that I'll put under like relationships. But this week, I don't know. I'm going to keep putting like a couple lines in between here. Can I get the podcast out? We're just going to put a big question mark on that. I have over 120 podcasts up there right now that people can't listen to, but I know people do appreciate having kind of new content going up. And then I will have the financial, that will be one of the ones coming out. Possibly the B6 one. I want to just get a little further with that one. And then the week after is going to be more like goals and stuff. There's going to be ones coming out towards the end of the month around what the yearly goals, and like there's going to be a January reset. I always feel like January resets are kind of hard because they include like some of your yearly stuff, but then you have to break it down, but it's kind of a repeat thing. So I might put like my yearly goals and combine that with the January. That'll be interesting. I'm not even there yet. Like I'm trying to get through these new setups. There is, I'll just call it a secret right now. The secret one I have not shared at all. And so I think that one will be really, really interesting. And then a regular plan with me, which will be live. So actually I should put that, well, I will in just a moment. Let's get these written out. So water, focusing on, and then fiber, and then my meds. We're just gonna keep it where it's at right now. I increased this last week, and then really rest and sleep is really going to be key this next week. And then this is where the MRI and getting support to get through that. So, and then I want to make that donation. It's a quick thing. And then I want to, I need to start prepping for some yearly totals and closing out this spreadsheet, because we're going to start a new one. So it'd be kind of good to do some yearly totals on that. And then, there's one leftover bill from the implant. So I guess they covered everything but like $60. I'm like, we just paid you a whole bunch because, you know, it's an expensive thing. And, you know, dental insurance only covers so much. And we have the best version of it. So there is that, like, I'll just put implant bill. What else? And so trying to get the donations and the kitchen. Doing the kitchen will just make it feel better. So let me put dots for all of these real quick. And I want to go just a little slower. What did I? Yeah, I gave it a little space. Sometimes I put it right next to it. And they will be all over the place. I'm going to put them carefully back in so I don't have to clean them too. It's just when you pull these out, they will dirty the sides. It's just how it is. And you know what? If the caps were not clear, it wouldn't be a problem. No one would clean them. A lot of people don't. I just kind of like it cleaned up like that. And again, I didn't clean up all the way down. Let me see if I can focus. There's still some in there. Sometimes I get down in there, but because it ends up on your hands. That's kind of why I do that. But I am getting, yes, I just bumped the side. That's okay. I am getting the Moxie Life dot markers that we will see. So I might be shifting, you know, from these. They might have solid caps. I forgot to check. I know there's some pictures of them out there. I just totally forgot if they had solid or not. So it might just be like, I just never have to do that again. Why am I off? Okay, I see where I shift over. I usually, if I'm going down, I shift over a whole square by the end. Yeah, you can see down here. Okay, so I will do this later. Let's put back on here. What was I putting? The MRI support, implant bill. Oh, I said something that I needed to like put on here real quick, and then we were going to shift over. Meds, primer, rest, MRI. MRI is on there. Oh, the live. Yeah, I need to put that here. That's what I need. Okay, so that's pretty much done. I will transfer some of the to-dos here, and then I will have my to-do list down there. So I'm going to keep this not too far. Maybe I'll just put it there. And I know this is not going to take that long because, so yeah, if you didn't see my video here yet, it's the weekly notebook, and I have the monthly set up here. So I have some of the Christmas stuff here. I just put little dashes for when my son is out. So yes, it is another monthly that I need to keep track of. This is this week. And so what I'm doing here is I'm just putting dots. And at the end of the week here, tomorrow, I will be putting in the colors and then erasing the dots. So for this next week, all I did yesterday actually was, let's see if this will go down. Not really. This one is still kind of stretching it out. And I know some people put like little clips here, but so I have my MRI and I have my gynecologist, oncologist I'm going to go see. And I needed to put here no nuts or seeds because then it's leading up to my colonoscopy. So I put here breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, and then I put a line. And that's going to help me go, okay, anything after line has to not have those things in it. And then I put my high, medium, and low for my stress And my energy, it's energy first and then stress second. As I explained here, my energy is yellow, stress is pink, because I didn't want to put red. And then my sleep is the kind of more purpley color, and my water is the blue color. And yeah, and then I'll fill those in here. It's really fun to fill in, actually. So, and then I put the days in my cycle that I know them as. And then I'll put in the moon cycles. I just have to look them up in the Hobonichi weeks that I have. Now, all we need to do is put these cute little star garland in here. So I'm thinking kind of up here at the top. Oh, that is darling. I love that. I'd like to use both. I think I'll put the other one here. And then I'll be so sad next year when I don't have it. Should I just use the one? Maybe I'll make myself happy next year. I wanted to put the house, so let's put the little house. Usually like the top here and the bottom here is what I have room for. And I feel if I put the house here, it's kind of facing away. So I'm going to put it here. A little outside? No, let's just keep it inside. And this is kind of where I put my blood pressure if I have it taken. Yeah, I'm keeping those stars from next year because those are so cute. I'm going to put some of these like bubbles around. I kind of like this spot because I'm usually getting up here in the numbers. Oh, I can put like little dots. Let's put some little tiny dots. Like definitely here because I don't use that last row. There's actually 8 there and I use calendar weeks. I only use 7. We can put like one here. What else is small? Little pine cone. Where can we put the pine cone? We can put them like probably Friday, as I'm not going to have as much there. Use a little, I don't think red. I think the browns and the blues. Oh, have a little holly leaf here. I feel like somewhere in here. So this will be sleep and stuff here. Let's put it just actually right here. That's really pretty. Something else up there. There are smaller bells, but I think that's just going to be a little too much. And this is why I was very conscious of like not having too many big things. I think I'll just use one more blue little dot somewhere, maybe right here. And then something here. How about this little picture frame or bells? Should I do the bells? It's like the picture frame or the bells. Like the picture frame, I was thinking like I could put "you did it" in there. Or the bells are really cute. I think I'll save the bells for next year. And this will be, let's see, offset it a little bit. And just right. I think that's all the, because once I get all the colors in here, it's going to be feel like a whole lot more. So you did it. I got through. Oh, I love that. I love that. I know this is really tiny, so I need to kind of like hold it up to see everything. I like that. It's keeping it simple. This is kind of light too, so it's not as heavy as last week. I think last week feels like there's a whole lot more color on here, like with the green and everything else. This just feels a little lighter, and I'm just kind of craving that. So I'm wondering now if I can color these in real quick. Get my stickers out. This needs to go back. I use the pastels. Although, no, I think if I start using different colors, it's going to be very confusing, because I want to be able to flip from like page to page and go, oh, you know, I see my water usage is low. I would love to use this like all browns one week, you know, and even with this last week, it would really work. But I think that it would not be consistent then. So basically what I'm doing is energy first. And so I'm just kind of like drawing these to indicate like where I'm at. And do I have more energy today? I think so. And then basically I'm just doing like a little rectangle like that. So, and I'm sure most of you can kind of figure that out. But I just wanted to kind of talk about that. Actually, I'll erase after. And then the pink is my stress level. So I'll just do like that. I could just, because I'm using the same colors here, I don't actually mind having those little dots there right now. I'm just doing like a single little line down like this. That's really interesting. So my stress today is much lower because there's enough time now until my next thing that I can relax today, and then I might be more stressful tomorrow. And then, oh, sleep is the darker purpley here. And so, yeah, I don't actually mind like having those dots there and just... Now my lines, I think because I can kind of like correct my curves in my lines, I think that's why I'm going to go back and fill these in. But then I can kind of see like how I'm a little low on water here, and then I up my water. And like I had a lot of water yesterday, not only to take the meds, but then I came home and drank a bunch of water because they told me to. So these are just the 4 colors I use if you want to reference them. The sleep one, I use the 553, the water's the 452, the stress is the 723, and then the energy is the 991, just all from the pastel pack. I do have a couple other packs. I have Muted and I have Portrait that I also use, but not for my graphs here. So I just erase these and then I can go and fill those in. Yeah, you could totally use those dots. I think that's super cute too. I actually feel like it's a little bit more streamlined without the dots. It's just an artistic preference. The data is still there, but I think I'll make them more chunky now. Sometimes it helps to like turn it this way so you can more easily make them straight. Why is it up to here? Oh, because it's like kind of midway. Okay. I'm not going to question what I did before. I had a reason for doing it that way, and that's how I felt that day. So, I mean, sometimes I might have absent-mindedly done something, but I also want to capture how I felt in that moment. So, I'll finish this up. Yeah, I have the right color here. And I think it is a little easier to see when they're a little chunkier. Okay. And I think that'll be about it. We'll see how like this changes over time. I am allowing myself to kind of like go, oh, could I improve something to make it a little better? Again, I improved the way I was showing the sleep and water and things from my last iteration. So you will see in my previous, yeah, I can't put, my sleep is in my phone right now. My phone is being recorded on, so I can't see that right now. But like it took iterations to get to this. So don't feel bad if you need to like try things out for a while. And yeah, so this is my last week. And then I only have like a week ahead. Everything, oh no. Oh, because I have to map out before the colonoscopy. I needed to know when to take the bottles and when to take my pills. So I did put that there. And now all I have to do is put circles, my cycle numbers, and then these here, and I am set for the week. And I'm not going to go too far ahead. I'm just going to go week by week and just include it in these videos. So I know this was a little long, but I think I can add, there was a lot of other talking today, so it did go a little long. Yeah, an hour 15. So I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you everyone for joining me. And we will be touching in on health things. I will let you know how, I just love that they kind of coordinate for the week. And that it feels so much like home in that one. And that this one has felt like home. This kind of bothers me. I could just cut these off, couldn't I? Because I cut the last 3 off. You know, I think I'll do that. And then this will be wrapped up. And we'll be starting a new Sterling ink. I've been slowly setting that up. I have those videos coming as well. Thank you for joining me. If you got this far, thank you. If you want to put a little sparkle emoji in the comments, you don't have to. But if you'd like to just commemorate you getting through this very long video, and I say that very sarcastically, I like watching long videos. I love listening to how people are just living their lives. That's, to me, what the planning is about. It's not about the stickers so much. It's about the systems that you're living in and finding out like what systems really work for you. So thank you. Like and subscribe on your way out. It's just amazing. Like the community we're kind of forming here. I would love to come up with a little name for everybody. I know people do it. So people call them besties. Some people call them everybody. I don't know. I feel like it'd be kind of cute to call us something. I don't know. Every community kind of has something. Oh, and last minute thing. My live is the next one. It's coming up on December 17th at 1 p.m. Pacific. And a link is down below so you can see about adding it to your calendar to see if there's any conflicts. I hope you enjoy. Take care, everyone. Bye.